Hello there. In this video, I will share to you how to do the simple plucking that I do whenever I use the plucking instead of strumming in my previous videos. It's very simple and basic. I will show you how you as a beginner can learn it. It is a very simple exercise where you will just use the E chord. If you don't know what the E looks like, you just put your finger here and middle finger, then the ring finger, then the pointer finger here, and this makes the E chord. Okay, and then we will use that. If you look at the guitar, you have three bass. The upper strings are bass, and the lower strings are higher strings. Okay, so our thumb we will use for these basses. So you have three for your thumb. You're gonna use here and here and here. You have three places for that, and then your three fingers, next fingers would be for this, the higher strings. You will not be using your pinky finger. So this finger, you will have this finger for your pointer finger for this string, the middle finger for the next string, and this finger for this string. Okay, so the pattern for your fingers, once you do the bass, you will go down and then come back up, and then just keep repeating it like this. Okay, so the process, let's do that again. So the bass, you start with the bass, and then okay, and then after that, after the round, you go to the next one, which is this one. Then the lowest bass, and then come back to the next one. Okay, so you can just review that. Okay, so here's how the whole thing is gonna be. So after you do the whole complete, so after, then go to the next one. Next one, and then once you get to the top, you move your finger to the next, just to the next bar. The same is still the same pattern of your strings. You just go higher. Okay. So you're gonna go until you reach, just keep moving. I'm not gonna do all the rest, okay? So you just keep going until you get to the top here. The top, if you have your guitar, or you can, it's up to you. It's just a simple exercise. For me, I just reach up to here. It's just a simple exercise. The goal of the exercise is to be able to make your thumb, so you can go from your thumb can pluck here at will. Okay, so you will be able to pluck at will if you want the lower one, this one, or this one. Okay, you should be able to do that. And of course, also to make your fingers, your lower fingers, to be accustomed to playing relaxedly. fingers of yours. So we're going to the part where we're going to apply it. I'm going to play a simple song and I'm going to show you how I do it. So once you are done with the exercise and you've done it several times, you can try doing a simple song. I'm going to use the D chord, a simple chord where I use D, G, and then A. Okay, just these three chords. Oh, of course, I'll be using also E minor. Essentially, the goal is the lower bass, the thumb, because we have three notes here. So how do you know which one to use? Okay, I will show you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to use the key of D. Okay, so for just a simple illustration, so in the D chord we have D, G, and A. Okay, let me explain about the chord. For us, the beginner, we will just be using the root of the note. Because in a chord, we have three notes. For example, let's say the chord of C chord, okay? Because it's familiar to everyone. So in a chord of C, you have C, E, and G. Okay, so the lowest chord of C, E, G, in a chord of C, you have C, E, and G. The lowest note of that is C. Okay, so if you have C, you will just also use the C. Okay, that's the guide. Okay, but of course there are inversions. Okay, but that's for the advanced. If you get advanced, you will learn. But for now, as a beginner, as a simple, you can just use the root of the chord. So the root of the chords of D and G and A are the same as the notes. So in D, the root of course will be D. In G, the root will be G, and in A, the root will be A. Okay. When we play the D chord, you use this one because that's the chord. Okay, so you pluck it and then see. And for the G, we use the top. Okay, because this on the third. So if we go E, this is the E note, and then F, and then F sharp, and then G. Okay, so if we do the G chord, so this is the bass chord, so we will pluck the top note. Okay, so okay, but of course you can use this one. That's an inversion already. Okay, but it's still the same thing. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can experiment. Okay, so you can both use this one for G and this one. It's up to you. Okay, it's an inversion of the G chord. Okay, it has a different sound to it that it gives. So just experiment. And for A, we use the middle one. So this is A because the middle note is an A note. Okay, this one. So when we put the A note here, okay, so that's how simple it is. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna play a simple song. It may not be very familiar to everyone. Okay, just to illustrate, when we do the notes, it depends on the change of the note, how long it is. If you need to change, then of course you will, for example, sometimes you will not be able to play all the, like what we did earlier when we're playing the exercise. Yeah, you will not be able to play all of that. Okay, so it depends on the song. If you have a short time duration where you need to play that chord, you just play if you're able to do only this, or even just it's up to the song. Okay, as long as you get the pattern, you know. The song that I'm going to play is entitled "God Is So Good." God is so. So in this chord, there's a long time where you play the D. D chord, so it doesn't shift to another chord, so you have more time to play in these notes. God is so good, but now it needs to change. God is so good. See, here the D is still D. He is so. On G, I have the pluck here on this higher note. He is so. And then D again, you go back here. And then A. And then D again. Me. Okay? if I play the entire song, it would look something like this. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. Okay. I hope you learned something from it. It's very easy. This is the basic, and this is what I use for all of the videos where you see me plucking the strings instead of strumming. This is strumming instead of strumming. When I use plucking, this is the simple plucking method that I use. Very easy, very beginner, just like me. So all of you who are starting, I hope it will be useful and learn from this video. And God bless.